Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say, XRP Collective. Things are moving, things are happening behind the scenes. All will be revealed in due time, at the perfect time. So get buckled up. We got a lot to cover today. We're going to get in depth on God's revelation of the price for the buyout being $22.5. I've posted information. Super simple information. I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, I don't want to go down that avenue with a bunch of calculations and cause people to feel confused. I want the simplest example of how the 22,500 was derived. Now, between me and what the Lord revealed, there's other complexities, but they're absolutely beautiful. Part of a beautiful fractal part of his plan. And he's so incredible. I mean, with my background in forensic accounting, having worked with the FBI, criminal prosecutions, I sit there and I look at this. And I can't stop thinking about what he has done for us. I mean, it's like Groundhog's Day. Every single day there's something new. Because here's kind of the process. I was up all last night and today with him, going over some information. And imagine looking through a straw. You can't see anything other than what's at the end of that straw. And if you were a hunter, you wouldn't know if there was a world record buck on either side of that straw because you can't see it. So when we're working together, I can't see anything other than what he's shown me. I don't try to. I don't try to pull pieces of information together. I'm in the process. I'm in the river with him. And I'm just got my eyes focused on him and what he's revealing at the time. And it's just like we're having a conversation. And that's what's so cool, because it's very relaxed. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get started. What is this? What does this represent? This is FUD. This is what we have to stop watching. Cross it out. Don't go searching for answers, because that's what happens when we get anxious. We're looking for confirmation, and you won't find it in these people. And then you feel like that, walking around trying to figure out, where can I get confirmation? Well, you have it. I wanted to bring this up really quick. Who is this person or persons? We've been on an adventure. We have been taken through the process. We have been mining our blessing. Some people are very close, and like you see, they turn away. I heard a major YouTube personality sold all their XRP, finally gave up. Well, it wasn't for them. They weren't called. But what's important is we're getting back to what we know XRP was designed for. And that's where your comfort comes in knowing. This was never intended to be a retail coin, to be used for retail purposes outside of us having the blessing of being able to acquire it. No one wanted to tell anybody that we'd have to give it up till now. This is something I posted before back in August. This has to do with the Master Chief, David Schwartz. Here's an example of what was happening in the UK back in late August. We now come to find out that XRP is the #1 most acquired coin in Europe. Well, guess what they just did? They just told us they're ready. London's ready. Look at the clock. Everybody's watching to see what's going on. But here's where the rubber meets the road for everybody. This is what you have to resolve. #1, XRP was created and designed by request from the Federal Reserve to be the world reserve currency. All the other countries signed on to that. The Fed has to have 100% control to remove all volatility. That was a condition. The plan includes 100% buyback of all retail XRP. Now let's take a look at, real quick, take a look at this gold chart and what gold is expected to do. And I'm going to tie this in. Gold has a beautiful chart pattern for a tremendous upside explosion. Well, what has a relationship with gold in theory? Bitcoin. And here's the Bitcoin chart that I posted back on the 22nd. This little point at the top on April 14th, that's where I stopped my chart. And I did everything to the right. And everything is played out exactly as it is supposed to. Now we're coming into that point in October where it now blasts off. Why is that important? Because #1, the price for the XRP coin has 2 price points. It has the price point as the world reserve currency, and that value is given to that coin by the Federal Reserve. That value has been determined through my work with the Lord to be $100,000. And this was the reason for the upgrade in the price. Back in 2012, they were talking about 10 to 35,000. But the amount of debt in the world was small compared to now. And that's why it has to be raised. Now there's a whole lot of computation that goes into that, a lot more revelation, but that's not what I want you to focus on. I want you to be focused on that 22,500. And again, here's another little picture of what's taking place. See, the Federal Reserve needs to get the public buy-in 2 years down the road after they meet the 2-year statute as to why they're giving this coin a $100,000 value when everybody out there thinks it's $10,000 to $35,000. Well, Bitcoin is their comparable, and that's why Bitcoin is there, to provide that comparable. So when they notify the public that they're putting a $100,000 value on it, Bitcoin's at 100, 150, 200,000. Nobody has a qualm with that. They're like, oh, okay. Now, if Bitcoin was $10,000, it'd be an issue. So Brad Garlinghouse told us from day one that it was between 10 and 35,000. You've heard Jimmy Valley talk about that. The only other person to ever talk about it, other than here. So here was the simple math that the Lord said to do. Add the 2 up, divide by 2. And that perfectly checks out with all the other proofs and numbers that go into this. This is my mantra. I'll never stop thanking the Lord. I hope you embrace that for yourself. We're going to wrap this up right now. Please feel free to go back and look at it. The guys on Twitter, hope you don't find it. The guys on YouTube, hope you never see this. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to miss out. Be His love, be blessed, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. And before we go, I just wanted to make one point really clear for new people. We have a lot of new people coming over from TikTok and even people from Twitter that are finding our information. And what I would say to you guys is, you know, we've had everybody well educated for quite some time. And it's going to be your responsibility to go back and read the prior great reveals. There just isn't sufficient time to be answering questions that I know you have concerns and there's things that you need to know, but they've already been answered in the posts. So at this time, because time is so short, and when I say short, I mean short. Like Lazarus short. I'm going to ask you to go back and spend some time and just keep up on the posts. That way I'm free to continue to do what the Lord needs me to do. And then you're going to feel better because you understand the entire process that we already understand. So if you can do that for yourself, that would be great. I know it'd be very helpful for you. And you'll come away with knowledge about what's taking place that just can't be answered in a reply. So I appreciate everybody. By the way, I wanted to thank everybody. I was informed that I hit 10,000 followers. Now that's, you all know that's not why I'm in here. That's not why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing to honor the Lord and also to help you guys understand the truth behind XRP and the blessing that God has for your lives.